Hey, what's up all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel's back at it once again, bringing you another action figure review. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men Age of Apocalypse. So, this dude has been one hard motherfucker to find, let me tell you, man. Because, I mean, he's been out for a minute, I think, at least. A minute, I say. And when I say that, I mean a couple weeks, I guess. And I'm a hunter. I'm an adamant hunter. So usually if it's hitting, I find it. I went to my local Target today because, you know, all the bullshit with the fucking street dates with the fucking G.I. Joes that just makes a motherfucker want to go crazy. But anyway, so I go to this Target and I'm asking them, like, you know, I was just here the other day. They told me the Joes were here, but they're not going to put them out to the street date. They told me that there was 14 people waiting at the door when they opened this morning. And they all came in. They had the G.I. Joes up front, I guess, because, you know, why not put them up front since everybody's asking for them. And they eliminated one per person. So, I went looking. I didn't find, but this is the only thing I found in that store. And it was the only other Marvel Legend in the store, minus the crappy Black Widow that nobody really gave a shit about. So, definitely picked this guy up. I was happy about that at least. But then, I went to 5 Targets in the day, okay? And out of all those 5 Targets, I was able to find one remaining G.I. Joe, and it was the new Roadblock. Which is the one that I cared the least amount about, which apparently everybody else didn't care much about it. That's why he was the only one around. But I digress. I was ticked off about that, but I was still able to get this, and I got my hands on some other awesome shit that I was looking for, like the Casey Jones and Foot Soldier 2-pack, the Slash, the Leatherhead 2-pack. So those were exciting. So yeah, I mean, I did have some good finds today, but this is one that I really was looking forward to and not expecting to find. So let's get this guy busted up and get a better look at him. And for God's sakes, man, I have a toy group on Facebook, and there's only 3 questions that I ask, and they're real simple, like, you know, who is Matt Murdock? And one of the other ones was, what's the saying he's known for? And in the options I put, of course, only the strong survive, because that's what he always says. And one of the other ones is, one of the other options and multiple choices, the world-eating machine, or behold the world-eating machine. And so many people click that as the answer for Apocalypse's famous quote, and I'm like, do I even need to let you in my toy group? I mean, really? I mean, I don't know. From an amateur standpoint, I guess I could see somebody finding it, but come on, man. Galactus, I hunger. He travels throughout the galaxies to find planets to eat and consume. He's the world-eating machine, for God's sakes. Apocalypse is not. Anyways, let me quit ranting and raving and get this guy open, because, oh my God, I'm getting so bad at it that right now that I'm about to start the video over. But I had to get that off my chest. It was a crazy day, man. And, you know, if you're not the early bird when it comes to toy hunting anymore, you ain't first, you're last. Like, I couldn't believe it that 14 people were waiting outside the door. And out of the 14 people, how many of them were probably scalpers? Thank God they only... And there were probably 14 people that were all together, because they knew they'd only be one per person, so they all went in there just to buy them all up or something. I don't know. I gotta stop ranting and raving over this shit. It's a bad time. It's a good time to be a collector because we're getting so much amazing stuff. But it's also a bad time to be a collector because there's so much bullshit going on with pre-orders. Stuff being sold out within seconds of hitting there. Then you got the scalper bots that are buying everything up. And if it's not the scalper bots buying everything up online, it's the scalpers buying everything off the store shelves so that no one else can get anything. And if it's not that, it's 2020. What a horrible year to be an action figure collector, because we're getting some of the greatest stuff that's ever been produced on the market, and it's getting to be almost impossible to find anything. And just a few years ago, I feel like there was like literally no competition at all as far as collectors go, and now it's just it's gotten out of control. This guy's got a rubber band on here. That's got to go. That's got to go. I mean, I know it's probably there to keep it on, but you don't need that. Because I really think I'm going to probably put this head on him. He does have two heads. The one's just... trying to keep my fucking cool, man. It's been a long day, very stressful day, and I try to do these toy reviews to take my mind off of shit, and then just more fucking aggravating shit. So here's the serious Apocalypse face, and then he's got this crazy ass fucking ha 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 laugh. Yeah, so that's cool, man, but it's gotta go. He also came with a skull, which is pretty much just for good measure. And the funny thing about the skull is a skull came with a NECA figure, I believe. That's crazy. They are so close to being alike. Look at these. This one's the NECA one. This is from the Apocalypse set. Like, they're pretty damn close. That's crazy. I don't remember who that skull goes to, but I think it was a Predator figure, like Jungle Hunter or something. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is still a cool skull. And he does have a fisted hand to replace with this open hand. And this big amazing cape. Plugs into these shoulder pads here. Oh yeah. So let me talk about Age of Apocalypse real quick, and Apocalypse himself. So growing up, I do remember Apocalypse being a villain in the X-Men and everything. But the Age of Apocalypse, when I read that storyline, it's really what made me really fall head over heels in love with the X-Men, and really appreciate Apocalypse as a villain as well. And also, I fell in love with Magneto, because, you know, he was our hero then, and he was just so cool, great design, great story. So anyways, this Apocalypse is something that I did have the original Toy Biz one from back in the day. But it was nothing like this. I mean, this thing is just monstrous and such good detail. And for them reusing the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, this just looks so much more. He's got a lot of girth to him. It doesn't look like it's anything really has been reused, even though we know it has. But just adding the layers that they were able to add to this, fantastic. So yeah, I am super stoked to finally get this Apocalypse. And because they did this, because they went and they did this whole Age of Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave, and Apocalypse himself, I'm really, really hoping, and I believe they're going to, but I can't wait to see something. I want to see more Age of Apocalypse figures coming soon, and I have to see a Magneto. Have to. It's just mandatory. Give me Magneto. Give me Cyclops, Rogue, Gambit, Colossus, Sabretooth for sure, Havoc, Sinister. I mean, I could just go on. Storm. I maybe said Rogue already, but shit, man, there's so many good ones from that. I want to see more, and I'm eager. I really, it's time that they showed us something. So Anyways, this Apocalypse is super ridiculously sick. I love it. I'm so glad that I've got it, and I've got a devoted shelf now just for my Age of Apocalypse Marvel Legends, and I really hope that it gets crowded real soon. So, yeah, and I'm going to do a comparison real quick to our previous Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, and you'll see what I mean by, like, he looks puny compared to this one. Like, he's just, they layered him up so well with the cape. The shoulder pads, even though he's got shoulder pads, he just looks bigger here. The gauntlets, he's got gauntlets, but these are bigger. He's got boots, but these are just, everything just looks bigger about him. So it's pretty awesome. So I've got a regular version of Apocalypse, which I was really needed bad, and then I got the one I didn't think I was going to get ever. I didn't even think they were going to make something like this, and it's super impressive. So, anyways, I've had a long day, very stressful. Kid's second birthday party tomorrow, and I just need to get some sleep, man. I'm stressed out, so, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. If you guys like this video, which I really apologize that I just went and rambled and stuff, and I was really negative, because that's just really not my normal mood. And as much as I love this figure and stuff, I really just would have been better if I was just happier when I did it. But, you know, it is what it is. If you guys like the video, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button. And in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the figure. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And thanks to those who have already subscribed. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace.